I'm Jody. I'm here at the Costco Carlsbad warehouse in San Diego. I'm here with Russell. He is the media manager for Volvo, and also Rick, he oversees our Costco Auto Program. And for those of you who don't know, the Costco Auto Program offers a great value to our members when they purchase a vehicle through the Costco Auto Program. And so we're here to talk about Volvo and a special limited offer that we have with Costco. So Russ, how long have you worked for Volvo?
I'm with Volvo about 3.5 years now. It's been fantastic.
Great, and tell us a little bit about Volvo, like past, present, and future.
Sure, Volvo has been in business making cars since 1927. Made in Sweden. We started actually as a ball bearing company, and Volvo in Latin means I roll. It's kind of cool.
That is cool.
We've been selling cars in the United States since the 1950s. We started with the PV444 and all the way up through the 240s that everybody knows and loves, and now the latest line of Volvo.
Wonderful. I'd love for you to take us around both of these vehicles, both beautiful vehicles, and kind of share all the features with us.
Sure. Should we start with the S90 over here?
Yes, please do. Yeah.
Excellent. So this is the 2018 Volvo S90. It's our luxury sedan. It's a fantastic vehicle in terms of design, technology, equipment, and of course, safety. It's won many awards. It was the 2017 Automobile Magazine Design of the Year, and it has been receiving lots of accolades from the automotive press. If you take a look at the car, it's very long and low and wide. Very attractive car to be in. There's not a lot of lines and cuts. It's just very smooth. You know, Scandinavian design is all about simplicity. Less is more, and that really comes across in this vehicle. It's got the longest or the most rear legroom in class, which is important to note, because if you're taking a lot of passengers around or you have family, it's very, very comfortable in the back. The S90, like all new Volvos, encompasses the company's latest and greatest technology, from autonomous drive like Pilot Assist, which comes standard on this vehicle. And Pilot Assist, it's a level 2 autonomous driving vehicle, which means that it can control the speed of the vehicle as well as the distance to the car in front, and it will follow the road as you drive. It's made to take the more mundane portions of driving out of the equation, so stop and go traffic or long interstate drives. You press a button and the car will take over. You do have to keep one hand on the wheel though to let it know that you're there, but otherwise it really takes a lot of stress out of driving. Other technology in the vehicle is incorporated into the 9-inch Census Touchscreen, which is a tablet-like control panel in the center of the car, and you can take a peek at it if you want. Should we open the door? If you want to look inside, right in the middle there, we have the air conditioning up, and that system actually will work with gloves on. And we can go into more of that in the other car here. There's the same one in the XC60 behind me. A lot of the materials inside, you know, again, Scandinavian design, very much about open airiness. Less is more. So when you look inside and you see the Napa leather and you see the open pore walnut trim, this is all really nice materials. And if you touch it, if it looks like wood, it is wood. If it looks like metal, it is metal. If it looks like leather, it is leather. So really, really nice touches all around. The seats are very much adjustable to your fit. You can adjust the bottom of the cushion length all the way to the lumbar support, and there's even crumple zones in the seats. So we did some studies that show many collisions or incidents occur when a single car leaves the road and kind of bounces up into the air and then comes down hard. We saw a lot of spinal injuries from that. And we have engineers that go and study collisions to see what they can do to make improvements. And we found that these spinal injuries were caused by this sudden landing of the car on the ground. So these crumple zones in the seats actually absorb energy away from your back and can reduce the likeliness of having those back injuries, which can be debilitating incredibly. Just a quick peek in the back seat here to see that long wheelbase. You can see how much room is in there. If you want, I can hop in and you can get an example of that. So we can see there's really a lot of space here. Tons of room, center armrest, rear controls in the back. So it's a 4-way adjustable air conditioning system. Very, very nice features. Coming around the back here, one touch open on the trunk, open and closed, so it's just one. We lift up, oh, we even get some luggage in there, fantastic. And then one touch down as well. You can see some of that design in Volvo comes across in these taillights. This is a signature design of ours. You'll see it in all our vehicles where the lights go up and in on the shoulder line. So we made it work here in the trunk because we don't have that upright shoulder line. Chrome tail pipes in the rear. Those are standard, as is a lot of other equipment in the car, including a panoramic sunroof. We've got the leather interior as well, and many, many other features. Should we continue here or move over to XC60? We should go to XC60. Let's come around to our SUV, which are very popular these days. So this is the new XC60. You can see here it's a 5-passenger SUV. Again, with design in mind, very smooth. This is the inscription level car, and it comes with some of the most standard features in class. You will not find more standard safety features in any other midsize SUV. The XC60, as with the S90, is powered by a 316 horsepower turbo and supercharged engine. That is the mid-level engine. The entry-level engines are 250 horsepower engines. They're just turbocharged, which is plenty. They're both attached to 8-speed automatic transmission, and they're both available in front and all-wheel drive. Prices on the S90 start at about mid-40s, and on the XC60 it's about, $41,500 and $48,000 for the XC90. Should we go inside? Let's take inside here. We talked about that. Let's unlock that there. That should work. There we go.
Well, I'm really enjoying the XC60. This is a really nice vehicle. Now, I understand that the XC60 has won several awards. Can you tell me what the awards were for?
Yeah, it's won several major awards. North American Car of the Year for 2018, World Car of the Year for 2018, Japan Car of the Year, and UK Car of the Year. Those are just the big ones.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I understand this also has pilot assist.
This also has pilot assist. It is standard in the S90.
Okay.
It is optional in the XC60.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can you show us the background camera?
The 360 camera,
Yes,
sure.
yes.
So one of the
backup, yes.
Yep, one of the available features in the cars are a 360 camera.
Okay.
So it's one thing to have a rear view camera where you can see what's behind you. That's actually mandatory now in all new cars. Volvo's had it in their cars for years already, and we've taken it one step further to be 360 camera. And I'll show you that here by hitting this button. And if you close that door back there, you'll see that comes into 360. There it is. So now you can see all around the car. And if I put it into gear, you'll also see the lines come up where it'll guide you. If I turn the wheel, they turn as well. All right.
Wow.
That was the cross traffic alert that we just looked at. So when in a parking lot like you're in Costco, here's a perfect tie-in, right? If traffic or pedestrian is coming from your side while you're backing out of a spot, it will give you an alert so that you don't fly out into a person or with a wagon or another car. So very safe in that regard.
And then what are some other features here? I know it looks like they have Apple CarPlay here.
Yeah, we have Apple CarPlay. You can see how it looks here, and what it does is we also have Android Auto. So if you have an Android, it works on that too. And it reproduces the screen that's on your phone on the screen here. So you've got your phone, music, maps. You can actually respond to text messages via voice. Your Spotify, if you have a Spotify account, audiobooks, whatever it might be. If you've got other apps too, I don't have all that many downloaded, so you'd be able to swipe over there. And Siri's connected as well. So if I hold this, now I've got Siri. Siri, what time is it?
The time is 4:10 p.m.
There you go.
Nice.
So it's all in there. If you press the button once, then you have voice control for the car, like, I'm hot.
Searching for POI.
Oh, that was wrong. That's okay. This screen is most important because it can be worked with gloves. We know that a lot of people who shop at Costco live in winter areas. They don't want to take their gloves off when they get into the car, but what you can do is operate it with, if you have ladies with long fingernails or you have gloves on, it will work, which is fantastic. You can work navigation, you can work the radio, you can also change the channels from the steering wheel here, so you never have to take your eyes off the road. Lower the volume there. You've got your Apple CarPlay as well, and you've got your app screen. These functions here let you change things manually, and you can even configure them any way you want. So if I wanted to move that over there, I could do that, or put it back somewhere else. Lots of different features, lots of different things. It really is very intuitive. It's easy to use, and it's very, very nice to drive.
Yeah, I love that, and also for the safety feature as well.
Yes. Yeah, it does. Speaking of safety, it does have standard automatic emergency braking, which will, if a collision is imminent, it will warn you. If you don't take action, it will automatically apply the brakes to avoid or mitigate a collision.
So what are some other highlights of the 2018 Volvo?
Boy, there's a lot. I mentioned the most standard safety features. I mentioned the natural materials. We talked about Census. We talked about Pilot Assist. Some of the unique features in this car, actually in the XC60, it's hard to see on the camera, but under the rear seats, if you've got kids and they've got their devices, there's a little storage, a little cubby hole right under the seat that's designed to hold those devices safely, so it doesn't slide out, and even securely, if you don't want to leave that visible on the back seat, they can stick it under there and nobody can see it. We've got on the XC60, the panoramic sunroof is standard. You can see the curtain pulling back here on that one. It's quite large, goes all the way back to behind the rear seats.
Yeah, that's a really nice, large area for a sunroof.
And it gives you more of that open, airy feel, which is, again, that Scandinavian design. You know, it's winter for so long in Scandinavia that they are very focused on making sure that those dark months feel lighter and better, and that really comes across in this car. Frameless mirror up here. There's no frame around that one, which is really nice. Our available Bowers & Wilkins system, it's a 19-speaker, 1,100 watt system with a digital sound processing software. We can actually listen to the music as if you were in the Gothenburg Symphony Hall, which is really nice. I can demonstrate that if you have a minute. All right, let's give it a shot.
That.
So let's get a station on here. So we have some jazz. All right, let's say we are listening to that. So right now we're listening to it as if we were in a club, right? And we can adjust the size of the room and what kind of club you're in, or we can go full on and go to that concert hall.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Now you're in a live concert hall, yeah. It's super nice. It's very, very versatile. Some other features in the car that are clever is this storage unit here. Got 2 cup holders, some power port, extra storage. Our drive modes are another thing that you can adjust on this car. So I can change from comfort mode, off-road with the available air suspension. You'll see now we're going up a little bit. The car's rising. I can do dynamic mode if I want to.
Wow, we are going up,
right?
Yes, we are.
So that gives you added ground clearance. Dynamic mode will also give you a more sporty feel. If you're on that back windy road, you can really tighten up the suspension and the brakes and the steering. Now going back down again. Automatic parking brake, automatic brake hold, meaning you press this button here and you can take your foot off the brake pedal at red lights. If you sit at a lot of red lights or you're in traffic, you don't have to worry about keeping your foot on the brake pedal there. Tilt steering wheel, again, 8-speed transmission. You can also put it in manual mode if you want to shift manually for that dynamic shifting feel. You can also start in 2nd or 3rd gear. For those who drive in winter climates, you know that you want to really be easy on that accelerator when you start off, but you can also put it in a higher gear to start, which delivers less torque to the drive wheels, and then you don't slip as much. Now, with the available all-wheel drive, you probably don't need that much, and there's also traction control and anti-lock brakes, and all of that is absolutely standard. So it works really, really well. It's safe to drive. It's a very athletic drive. It's secure feeling in many, many ways. The list goes on.
Yeah, thanks for sharing all those
Sure.
features. They're amazing features that you have.
We could continue. But
Yeah. Thank you. Well, what other Volvos are involved in the Costco Auto Program for the special limited offer that you
Sure.
have
So
going?
the XC60 here, the S90 that we went over there before.
Okay.
We've also got the XC90, which is our large SUV. It's a 3-row, seats 7 people, and it's available also with 316 horsepower engine or the 250 horsepower engine, front or all-wheel drive. We've also got the V90, which is a station wagon version of the S90, and the V90 Cross Country, which is it's kind of SUV light, right? So it's a station wagon, but it's got added ground clearance. It's much more versatile, a little bit more adventurous, if you will, but just as elegant as every other car on the line.
Yeah, well, I love this car. This is a beautiful
It's really
car.
nice, yeah.
Yes, and all the great features. Well, thank you so much for explaining all of that with us.
Sure,
I really
absolutely.
appreciate it. I think we're going to talk with Rick, and we're going to find out more about the Costco Auto Program.
Fantastic.
So we'll be back with you because I want you to share some fun facts with us for Volvo in the little
Okay,
while.
I'll wait here.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so we're back with you, Rick.
Here I am.
Wonderful. So tell us about the benefits of purchasing a vehicle through the Costco Auto Program.
First of all, Jody, thanks again for having us out here. We always love coming out and talking to members, your Facebook participants. Obviously, the Costco Auto Program is there to help guide members through the process, not only to stand by you through the entire process at any point, and get you to the right dealer that's participating in your area, as well as being able to get you that access, that special member-only Costco-like pricing.
Wonderful. And how can Costco members take advantage of the Costco Auto Program?
Very simple as always. You can get on the web and go to Costco, www.costcoauto.com, or call our 800 number, is 800-755-2519, and talk to a representative directly and live and get you started.
Wonderful. Now we're out here talking specifically about Volvo and the limited time special offer that we have through the Costco Auto Program.
Right.
Can you tell our Facebook fans about this specific offer?
Love to, and I will tell you that we have an everyday program which includes most makes and models, but we are specifically featuring right now Volvos, and Costco members have an exceptional program, or Costco members for Volvos, that features Volvo employee pricing, plus any available national incentives that someone may qualify for, as well as up to $3,000 additional incentives for Costco members exclusively. On the S90, the V90, and the V90 Cross Country, it's $3,000 extra incentive money, and on the XC60, it's $750. Over and above all of that, Costco members, upon completing a survey after the transaction, are entitled to a $250 Costco cash card, top off.
That's wonderful. So great member incentives for that.
Absolutely,
And also
very exciting.
additional $250 once a Costco member purchases the
Costco,
vehicle
yes.
and then completes the survey.
Exactly.
That's really great. Now is this both for leasing and buying a vehicle?
It'll be applicable to whether you purchase the vehicle or lease the vehicle. Those incentives and special Costco pricing will apply either way.
Great. And when does this limited time offer end?
It is through July 2nd.
Okay.
So you've got less than 60 days to take advantage of it at participating Volvo dealers across the country.
Wonderful. And again, if our Facebook fans and Costco members want to hear more about it, how do they find out about it again?
Again, for the specific Volvo promotion, it's costcoauto.com/Volvo cars, or they can then dial our 800 number, 800-755-2519.
Wonderful. Well, I always love to do a great call out. We had member Jenny. She said she used a service multiple times and she loved it. And I want to let you know, this is a surprise to you, I just purchased a car for my daughter through the Costco Auto Program.
Excellent.
And it was a wonderful process.
Congratulations.
So, yes, love Costco.
Fantastic.
Yes, yes. Okay, well, how about sharing some fun facts with us?
Well, I can tell you a couple of quick things.
Okay.
Most people don't realize that we've been doing this for almost 30 years now. We're coming up on our 30-year anniversary next year, so Some Costco members see the cars out here still and don't understand that there is an auto buying program. So we always want to get that word out that we're here and servicing hundreds of thousands of members every year.
Wonderful. And how many vehicles have been sold through the Costco Auto Program?
Well, millions in general, but as of last year in 2017, we did somewhere north of 520,000 vehicles.
Wow, that's amazing.
It was a great year, absolutely.
Yes, and we always love our members to know about the Costco Auto Program and all the different services that we have available because it's such a great value for the member. And so we always want to make sure that we're, I know I'm telling my friends and family about it as well.
It's not only a great value on the pricing, but it's a great value on the process. It's very straightforward, transparent, simple, and you have a great team of professionals, industry professionals back at the office here in San Diego, and a shout out to our team that are here to stand by members at any point in the process should they have a question before, during, or after.
Yes, like I said, it was a great process for me as well. Okay, well good. I want to talk with Russ again. Russ, can you share some Volvo fun facts with us?
Sure, we can talk a lot. So Volvo, of course, is, like I said before, been in business since 1927, but built a reputation around safety. We have 20 world firsts in safety, including the three-point seatbelt, which was actually invented by an engineer at Volvo in 1959, and we released the patent right away. So we saw immediately the benefit and said, you know what, this is going to save some lives, so you can use it. We've also been instrumental in reducing the emissions into the air with a device called the Lambda Sonde, which was very early emission controls technology that's found in just about every car now. And I have to mention that Roger Moore, before he was James Bond, was the Saint, Simon Templar, in a 1960s television series where he drove a Volvo 1800. And that one is now in a museum in Gothenburg, Sweden.
Well, I like that fun fact. Thank you so much for
You're
sharing.
welcome.
And thank you, Rick, for sharing about the Costco Auto Program.
Great to be here again, and absolutely stunning cars. We're very excited about the Volvos for this promotion with Volvo USA.
Yes, stunning cars. And then for our Facebook fans, remember to like our page so then when we do Facebook Lives, you'll be able to get a notification. We're going to be back tomorrow with Jennifer Adams. She's an entrepreneur and also an interior designer, and she's going to be talking about some great ways on entertaining. So we'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. So we hope to see you back then. And again, thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.